WRTR Real Talk Radio. Featured guest DJs. Original shows. Music news. The hottest DJs from around the world.
What up, niggas? We back. It's WRTR Real Talk Radio. Welcome to a new week. What it do, Tigger Man?
Nothing much. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm breathing.
Oh, okay. Miss Lyric?
I know that's right. Same here.
All right.
Happy to be here. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. So how's y'all's week, man?
How has my week been? My week has been fine.
Okay, well that was
Doesn't do
exciting.
anything but just working. That's about it. Work. As usual, gotta make that money. Don't let the money be you.
And Miss Lyric?
Man, just getting enough coins. Collecting my coins. You know how I love to do that.
Not mad at it.
Other than that, I had my second show with my band yesterday.
And how did it turn out?
It went very well.
Yes.
So I'm excited. We're about to start recording so we can get some music out there. I do have original music that I've written now, so I'm excited about what's
Hold on, you write songs.
You didn't know that? Come on now.
Come on now. Not this no cover band. I write my own
How
stuff.
many years have we been friends and he's just now figuring out that you write songs also?
I know she be singing, but I didn't know she wrote too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I write,
Okay.
I rap, I sing.
The doll is
Hold on,
multi-talented, okay?
I can cook.
Yeah.
You know,
The doll has talent. Understand. Recognize.
All right.
Is what it is.
Okay. I feel you.
Y'all, my week has been slow. It's been hella slow, especially since I navigate this whole cannabis effects thing. Like, shit just moves slow. Like, it just moves slow. Like, time moves slow. So, it makes... I don't know. There ain't no hook. No, it's just time that moves slow. And I like the fact that time moves slow because at one point I was feeling like there was not enough hours in a day. Now I feel like there's too many. Especially for some of these fuckheads. So anyways. But you know what? I figured out like how much I hate stupid ass sentimental shit when I was high.
Really?
I did. And okay, so like I ain't talking about like sentimental shit, I love you too, stuff like that. Like that's cool. Like I'm good with that. I'm talking about like the over the top sentimental shit. Like I saw this post on Facebook. It was like this person that had posted like for their bae's birthday or whatever. And there'd be posts like, oh, with each year that passes, I'm so happy to see you become more and more of an amazing person. And these bitches been together since Easter. Stop it. Like, what are you talking?
Damn.
Like, that shit.
Happy with each other.
With each year that passes, please stop it. Please stop it. I refuse to do so. Anyway, so yeah, I've been completely over that. Niggas, we got aliens, niggas.
Yo, that's why I was a little late. I was watching some stuff on YouTube, and it is freaking me the fuck out.
Like what?
Like for it. Documentaries about people who have worked in the government and now they coming out and saying, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I've seen them. I've met one. This is what this looks like. There are like 40 to 60 different species
There's
of them.
something.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
there's something on. There's a documentary on
Speak up,
Netflix.
Tigger. You said there's a documentary?
Yeah, on Netflix.
Oh,
There's
God.
one on Netflix. People coming out, state and all that stuff. That used to work in the government.
I came across this article.
Get the government was trying to get them to shut up and say nothing.
Right. Well, I came across the article. They were saying that basically, like, they say that the U.S. government conducted a multi-decade crash retrieval and reverse engineering program, and basically they're saying the government first became aware of non-human intelligence back in the 1930s. So, of course, that happened. But now they're saying stuff like, you know, they actually have something on, you know, they have somebody from wherever, from wherever the fuck up. Yeah, they got people. They got people.
No, they said so much alien technology that it would blow everybody's mind. They have this thing where you can actually teleport. You can go from here, in Dubai, in 2 seconds.
Oh, well, they ain't gonna do that because then gas prices would go down.
Of course. They said they have to where nobody would have to pay for electricity. There wouldn't be no gas or anything. This is little box that they have, and it would power everybody's homes. But because, the powers that be are so powerful, they're never going to allow that to happen because there's so many people who are involved in the gas industry and all of that other stuff. So that, man,
wow.
I'm tired of paying these unnecessary fucking bills when we got shit that, can replace it. They better stop.
Well, either way, shit. What else is in the news? After almost 56 years, the first Chick-fil-A that was ever open, it was in Atlanta. They are finally closing their doors. So, basically lack of business, yada, yada, yada. No, not really interesting. We don't care. But either way. Well, I don't know. I wasn't fucking with Chick-fil-A, for a minute. So.
I don't eat Chick-fil-A like that. I mean, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Everybody.
I'm sorry. I like their 8 count.
I'm not saying that I don't like their food. I enjoy their food. I like their nuggets. I like their milkshakes. I like their non-life-threatening chicken sandwiches. Yeah, the ones that you don't kill people over and stuff like they were trying to do with that KFC sandwich. Popeyes. What the fuck?
Popeyes.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so let's see. We're introducing a new segment this week. We are talking to black people, which we normally already do, but in a segment we want to call, and it's probably going to be like a working segment. I'll probably change the name, but it's called What Are Black Folks Doing Today? So, as celebration for this monumentous occasion, actually not really that much because we used to have it called Community Corner with Lyric. She used to do it, but we're going to change it up. Just have it to where everybody, every business, creators, content creators, let's see, business owners, anybody that's out here that's black that wants to be recognized or knows someone that also wants to be recognized, please, by all means, contact us, WRTRradio@gmail.com, or you can hit us up on any of our Instagram, socials, let's see, Twitters, all that, or X, whatever the hell it's called now. Yeah, so for this week, we're going to shout out to Marlon Cook, who we'll be talking to next. He's actually the creator of our beats and stuff, a lot of the beats that you hear in our segments in the background. So, yeah. What do y'all think?
Sounds cool.
I like it. I think we should call it What You Got Going On.
What you got going on?
I want it to be catered to black people, though. I want people to know, I don't want Karen calling in talking about, I got this green bean casserole.
That's our saying.
Huh?
That's our saying. They don't talk like that.
Exactly. What you got going on?
What you got going on?
What you got going on?
I don't know, but then Karen, woke was our shit until white people got a hold of it, and now everybody's woke. Oh my God, I am so woke. I know things. I have 4 black friends, and they told me everything I need to know about being white in 2023. So, anyway, yeah. I just want something that white people can't get their hands on. Jesus. Well, I don't know. Because I feel like Karen gonna call up and be like, yeah, so I got this green bean casserole, and...
First of all, how you gonna do that when we gotta invite you in?
Exactly.
True.
Exactly.
Well, speaking of which, we're going to invite him in, and we'll be back right after this.
This is a public service announcement for Team Bacon. We here at WRTR Real Talk Radio work closely with law enforcement officials and EMTs and discovered that there's nothing that bacon can't fix.
Oh my God.
911, what is your emergency?
I nailed my finger to a birdhouse accidentally.
Do you have some bacon?
Bacon?
That's right.
I have bacon left over from dinner last night.
Rub some bacon on it.
What?
On your hand, just do it. Rub some bacon on it.
That's all there is to it? What if I drop my phone?
Rub some bacon on it.
Or encounter my clone?
Rub some bacon on it.
I get mononucleosis.
Rub some bacon on it.
My nude pics get posted.
Rub some bacon on it. Rub some bacon on it. Rub some bacon on it, yeah.
My home gets foreclosed.
Rub some bacon on it.
My cat explodes.
Rub some bacon on it.
I wake up in a trunk.
Rub some bacon on it.
My friend goes steampunk.
Rub some bacon on it.
I meet real pirates.
Rub some bacon on it.
There's an awkward silence.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Rub some bacon on it.
I'm an adult with braces.
Rub some bacon on it.
I can't swim.
Rub some bacon on
I'm
it.
visited by Mr. Tim.
Hey, boy.
Rub some bacon on it. Bacon on it. Rub some bacon on it. Bacon on it. Rub some bacon on it.
It's Team Bacon, bitches!
Oh my God.
What? We just talking about bacon?
On WRTR Real Talk Radio.
Hey everybody, my name is Orangey from the YouTube series Orangey and Purple. Booty pop, booty pop, booty pop, booty pop, booty pop, booty pop. On the show, we take a lot of crazy risks and a lot of crazy chances. But one thing that you will never see us do is text while driving. I'm 15, I do have a permit. You see what can happen when you take your eyes off the road for just one split second. Not only are you putting yourself at risk, but you risking the lives of the other passengers in the car and everybody else on the road. Behind the wheel, you got a great responsibility. And ain't nothing responsible about operating the vehicle while trying to send a stupid-ass text message. It ain't that serious. No, really. Like, it is not that serious. Remember, it can wait. No text is worth your life. Why are you even here? What? I just wanted to help promote safe driving. Girl, boom, I don't need your help. Get your own PSA. You always co-signing. You are such a bitch.
Parody PSA created by Bricklin Page. Follow her on Twitter at BrickyBrick1 and subscribe to the Orangey and Purple YouTube videos on her YouTube channel, BrickyBrick1. WRTR reminds you to never text and drive. It can wait. No, like, really, it can.
And we're back. So, as a part of our, what's the segment called, Lyric? What'd you say?
What you got going on?
Okay, so that's what it's called this week. What you got going on? So, this is a segment where we are going to highlight black entertainers, entrepreneurs, artists, everybody black and doing some dope ass shit in the community. We want you to know about it. Once again, if you want to be featured on this segment, definitely hit us up, WRTRradio@gmail.com. So, for our first ever on this segment will be Marlon Cook, owner of Mookadin Beans and Mookadin Beats, and responsible for a lot of the beats that we talk or that are in the background of us talking right here on WRTR Real Talk Radio. What it do, Marlon?
What's going on with you, man?
Everything's everything. So now I get to introduce you to Lyric and Tigger Man. They talk. Hey.
Word up. What's happening?
So big shout outs to you because, you have redone our... So for those of you that don't know, our show before we revamped it, we used to have, sound effects and stuff in the background. And because of all these copyright laws now, people have decided that they want to, you can't use certain things in the background. You can't, sound effects, soundtracks, yada, yada, yada. So, got with Marlon. He hooked us up, said that he's going to put something in the works, and did so within 48 hours for a lot of these things. So, really, shout outs and congratulations on your endeavors. And thank you so much for everything that you've done so far.
Yeah, there ain't no problem, man. I appreciate you.
Yep. So tell the listeners a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I work and make beats, man. Take care of my kids.
I know. That's
pretty much about it. You know what I'm saying? And I've been fucking with the music for over 25 years.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, so doing that shit ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Lyric is actually a talented artist. She was just talking about how she writes her own songs before you got on. So, yeah, that's definitely something to get into. So,
word up. I mean, shit, if you need beats, I got you. You know what I'm saying?
So
word up. I'm making every day. You know what I'm saying? It's enough.
Let me ask you, what is your process when you create a beat? Like, what do you pull from?
Well, I start with a melody first. You know what I'm saying? And I like the sounds of like real instruments outside of like techno sounds and things like that. Every now and then I may dip in and grab one of them joints or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm more of a natural sound person.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
And do you make like different kinds of ones? Like you make trap beats, you make like
I make
rap ones.
Whatever my fingers do, it's there. You know what I'm saying? So like I gave y'all one of them one of the joints is like a reggae joint. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was like it was on the lines in the beginning anyway. It was on the line of like some mindful shit. And then as the beat got to going, you know what I'm saying, I kept hearing different things in my head. So boom, I started implicating it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it came up with. You know what I'm saying? I don't never like pre-plan a beat or anything like that. That should just come organic. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So if somebody wanted to get started doing what you do, what would you tell them to do first?
I mean, find your rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Find what fits you. Because like same as a music artist, see, I used to write music as well. And so the same is writing. You write who you are, right? And so the music, you can speak to people through the music as well. You know what I'm saying? And so if somebody got like a heartfelt beat that they didn't did or something like that, maybe they've been going through something at that time. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm really not a party beat kind of person because I'm not a party animal, but I'm not unable to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. All right. Well, confession.
That's what's up. That's cool.
I got a confession though. I've always wanted to be a part of a creative meeting that involves making beats for like porn music. Like, what goes into the creative process for this? No, I'm serious. Yeah, like what goes into the creative process?
I'm done.
Hey yo, check it. With porn music, man, if you think about it, now I was watching porn when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? And they had some fucked up ass music, you know what I'm saying? And so, hey, think about it. Porn music, they don't give a fuck what kind of music they put behind it.
Oh no, they do. They do. It has story arcs. Like the music, it's just like if you watching Game of Thrones and like some critical shit happen, it'd be like bang. Like the same thing happens in porn because when it'd be like like the bitch is like doing something, she's doing something completely nasty and disgusting, like eating his butt or something, and like the music just flows with whatever it is that they're doing. So yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I guess they would have to pick and choose which what beats they want to use for whatever they doing, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I mean, it is what it is. So, if the people want to get in contact with you, Marlon, how would they go about doing so?
Hey, yo, you get on Facebook, go to Mookadeem Bean.
Okay, spell that.
MOOKADEANBEAM.
There you go.
Beats, you know what I'm saying? And then I just now started my YouTube page, which is Mookadeem Bean Beats. I just did that the other night, you know what I'm saying? And what I do is to keep motherfuckers being able to steal my shit, I put like an industry song behind it.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And do it like that. But now, if somebody decide they want to try to fucking remake my shit or whatever the case may be, it's going to be kind of hard because I got hidden sounds inside of what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And so if somebody steal it, it ain't going to have the same feel.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So...
just like them porn moves.
Hey, better come and get it.
Look, that reverse cowgirl is a little bit different than the music for a BJ. Hey, just saying.
Word.
All right. So we appreciate you for being our first feature today on Lyric.
Yeah.
No
what
doubt,
you got going on?
Oh, my God. Oh, y'all gonna hire me to say that now?
Yeah, that's your new job now.
Can we sample that?
What you got going on?
Sample that.
So, truly, shout outs to you. One more again, how do people get in contact?
Hey, yo, go on Facebook at the Mukadeen Beam, and then even on my Instagram, the Mukadeen Beam as well.
All right. Once again, thank you so much for your time, sir. Up next, we're telling you about a dog person. Like a person that is a dog. Really? Like, it happened. So, yeah.
Okay.
That'll be right after... That'll be right after this message from white people.
You say that all whites are racist. Can you expound on that, please?
Any white person who was born, raised, and schooled in the United States of America, if you aren't a racist, you're a miracle. Either that or you decided to educate yourself. Because education in this country is about white is right, brown's all right, black's got to stand back. Yellow's mellow, but whites, we educate in a way that says that white males have done all the adventures, have made all the adventures, have done all the discovering, have made everything that is good and has been accomplished according to social studies, which is actually anti-social studies, by white males. It's a lie. But we do that in order to maintain the myth of white superiority. The myth of race has to be maintained at all costs in this country. Because if white people have to give up the color of their skin as being something that makes them perfect, what do they have left? If we start teaching the truth about history, if we start teaching about Nile Valley contributions to civilization, it will totally change the way we conduct ourselves in the classroom. It will have to. Columbus didn't discover America. You can't discover a place where people are already living. But we celebrate that every October. It's a lie. We need to get over. We need to stop telling the myths and start telling the truth.
So when you tell people that they're racist, and it must have some kind of effect, because most people will say, I'm not racist.
I'm not a racist. Why, some of my best friends are black. Right. Yeah, and then you say, name one. Or this one, I don't see color. And when some woman says to me, I don't see color, I say, I knew that. If you saw color, you wouldn't dye your hair that way. Or I say, if you saw color, you wouldn't wear that shirt with those pants. I believe that you don't see color. It's an attempt to deny skin color. And it's an attempt to deny what's wrong with seeing the color of my skin. Is it all right for you to see me kind of pink? That's okay for me. I don't mind. And I suspect that you don't mind being seen the color you are. You have a right to be what you are. And until people in this country and people in this world get it into their heads that the first modern human beings that evolved on this earth were black women. They evolved in sub-Saharan Africa about 280,000 years ago, and every human being on the face of the earth today has the memory of those black women's genetic structure in their genes. Now, we don't want to admit that, but that's the way it is. And as people moved farther and farther from the equator, their bodies produced less and less melanin, so their hair, their skin, and their eyes got lighter. As they moved into the east, they ate a lot of fish and a lot of vegetables, so their skin took on a different tone. I found that out when I was raising little kids. My husband worked in a supermarket. He was the head of the produce department, and they had lots of oranges that they couldn't sell, so he'd bring them home, and I was feeding my kids orange juice like you never saw in your life. They began to have an orange cast to their skin. I thought they had a liver problem. So I took him to the doctor, and she said, what are you feeding these kids? I said, well, lots of orange juice. She said, stop it if you want them to stop being orange. Now, if you think that skin color isn't anything other than the body's natural reaction to the natural environment, get over it.
So if all white people are racist, according to you, can they be reprogrammed?
Of course they can. Of course they can.
How?
Of course they can be. It's called education. I'm an educator. The word educator comes from the root duc dus, which means lead, the prefix e, which means out, the suffix ate, which means the act of, and the suffix or, which means one who does. An educator is one who is engaged in the act of leading people out of ignorance. Now, I know you can change them.
Woof woof, bitches. So, there's this guy that is a dog, right? Like, I'm dead ass. He's a dog. So, he actually paid $20,000 to transform himself into a dog in a series of plastic surgeries, implants, yada, yada, yada. What y'all think about this?
How?
Well, in a truly bizarre move, basically this Japanese man, of course, Wait, ain't the Japanese, aren't they famous, and this is not me talking about people's race or anything or culture, but it just seems like they got some weird stuff going on over there. Aren't they the people that came up with like those anime creatures with like the real big heads that people like fetishize? What are they called again? Furries? Furries?
I guess.
Furries.
Yes, it was on My Strange Addiction.
Furries.
Yeah.
Furries.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, this man has spent a whopping 20 grand, listen, to transform himself into a border collie. So, yeah,
what?
A border collie. So in this picture, the picture is so ridiculous. I wish y'all could see it. You got him laying out in the park, and it's actually a video. If you want me to send it to you, tweet us at WRTR Radio or me at Marcus Smoot, and I'll send it to you. But the dog is like sitting there in the park, rolling around, like, or the man is sitting there. I don't know. Shit. Is that wrong? Is that like misgendering if I call him a person now that he spent all this money for a dog? Or to become a dog? Is that like what?
I mean, that's his business. I think it's the most retarded shit I've ever heard.
Yes.
He has a YouTube channel. So
why though?
You said why?
Y'all be going way too far with these fucking transformations for real. Like, you want to be trans age, trans species.
She said trans species.
No, for real. Like, seriously, come on, yo.
Hey, it is what it is.
Too fucking far.
I ain't mad at it. But oh well. Anyways, maybe.
I ain't mad at it, but come on, I'm side-eyeing the fuck out of it.
Yeah, well. Hopefully one of them will be in these letters. Maybe you can help one of them with the lyrics lessons.
It better not be.
Up next. We'll be right back.
I would describe us as a traditional couple.
I love blowjobs. I do.
But lately, we've been using lip labs just for her veggie wipes. They're moist, scented wipes for my vagina.
I picked them up at the store.
It used to gross him out.
It's true. I couldn't handle that, vaginal smell that vaginas have.
But ever since he brought them home,
now I love going down on her.
beer flavor is his favorite.
It is.
Lip Labs, newly scented just for her veggie wipes. Natural, fabulous, fresh.
It's good to know he's happy.
I first met Doris in July of 1959.
He was just getting out of the service, and he was a very handsome man. But I was just 19. I wasn't looking for the one.
I asked her to the movies, North by Northwest, I seem to recall, but she said no. I was persistent, though, and 55 years later, we're still fucking. When you've been boning the same special woman for as long as I have, you learn how to really turn her inside out with your rock-hard cock.
Since we've met, we've fucked thousands of times. But even today, there's nobody I'd rather have deep-dicking me at night and fucking me again in the morning.
People ask how we've lasted so long, and I say it's all about accepting change. When Doris was younger, she liked to be thrown around like a rag doll. But these days, she doesn't care what I do as long as I give her pussy the drilling it needs.
On the other hand, he's still the same old Isaac. He loved coming on my tits 55 years ago, and he still does today.
Well, heck, if it ain't broke.
The amazing thing is that we've been fucking each other senseless for so long that our kids are all growing up and they're fucking people too. Jane is fucking John, Ashley's fucking Tim, Ross is fucking Lucille.
They're all fucking very, very hard. My parents actually started fucking each other in 1927, and they continued banging in every conceivable position until my father died in 1977. I like to think that he taught me a little something about blowing my load in the same hole night after night.
We want people to know how important it is to find someone to fuck. I mean, really fuck the living shit out of. If you can do that for 55 years, I guess you're doing something right.
Pull up a scene for lyrics lessons on WRTR. Real Talk Radio at Lyric Bravado on Twitter.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Lyric Bravado, and I'm back with another segment of Lyrics Lessons, where I give my 2 cents about your situationships, friendships, relationships, and everything else in between. Now, if you guys want to send me these said advice, questions, or concerns, you can email me at lyricbravado@gmail.com or send it to my DM on Facebook and Instagram. Now let's get into it.
Or you could get a licensed therapist because this is for entertainment only, and some of these letters.
Right.
Okay.
But I do wear many hats.
Yes. Multi-talented.
So.
We
This
we
one
step.
is anonymous. All right, dear Lyric. Occasionally, I come across my boyfriend masturbating.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it is frequent. Throughout our 2-year relationship, I've caught him a total of 6 times, all of which were unintentional. At first, it bothered me.
Only
We
6?
talked about it, and he says it's because he doesn't want to bother when I'm busy. I'm a nurse, and I do get tired and burnt out a lot, but I'd rather he come to me for these needs. I don't mean to compare past relationships, but I have never had this happen in any of my past relationships, and the sex was great with them. I'm afraid this habit of his might affect our relationship because I notice we don't have sex as often as my past relationships. I often catch myself thinking about it when we are having sex and I get turned off. Is this something I need to overcome on my own, or is this something men do regularly?
Girl.
Oh, well, girl. I'm not a man, but I know men. They get to that.
Yes. Like all men.
There's really nothing.
Mostly
that
all men
he
do
can
that.
do about it. I mean, it's his. So, if he wants to touch it, he very much so can.
You know what?
Like, you can control your own business, but that's his. If
Don't
he
nobody be bothering her. Don't nobody be bothering her when she knuckle deep in the kitty. So like,
Right.
Ugh.
I mean, everybody has done it or does it.
Not to mention
Like,
the fact,
it's a natural thing,
sweetie.
and it's a great stress reliever. So let him relieve his stress the best way he know how.
Right. And then it has absolutely nothing to do with you. Like, men just do that, and it has nothing to do with whether or not they want you more or want you less. It's just something that they do, or something that we do, men. Like, I mean, you know, I see you're in the middle of baking biscuits. I'm not necessarily going to bother you right now. I'm just going to rub one out because I really want that motherfucking biscuit later on with my dinner. But I'm not going to disturb you now because I know that's going to fuck up the vibe, yada, yada, yada. Whatever the reason is. Girl, get a grip. It's not that serious.
I say that, too. And then she said she was worried about it affecting their relationship. Well, think of it as this way. You don't know who or what, you don't know who he's thinking about. He might be very well thinking about you while he's doing that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe intertwine that in your sexual relationship when you're intimate with each other. And instead of thinking of it as a turn off, think of it as a turn on because you turn him on so much that he wants to do that every so often. You know what I'm saying? And then start, you know, using that as a form of foreplay. Watch him do it right before you guys get intimate with each other.
That's
playing with your pussy. Sorry.
Yes. That's what I'm. But that's good. But that. How can I say this?
That's
going to bring you all closer. Like, the more open you are with each other, and the more honest you are about what you like and what you don't like. Try things. It'll bring you closer and it'll make your relationship better.
Yep. Today, masturbation. Today, masturbation.
You know what?
Tomorrow, shared shit session.
Who knows?
You know what?
Who knows?
Be open. Bust it open. Bust down, bitch.
Wait,
Do your
that's all I
thing.
have to say about that one. Girl, get a grip. Let him jack off if he want to jack off. It's his.
Period.
Y'all got one for me?
Tigger Man, I went first last week. You go first.
Okay, cool. All right. This one is
a mess.
From, I guess they call themselves True Self in Georgia.
Oh, God.
Okay.
From the state that bought you Keisha Bottoms.
cannot.
All right. Okay. Dear Lyric, I am a 19-year-old trans man. I told my mother years ago, and while she hasn't stopped me from transitioning, she's wholly unsupportive. Despite telling her my new name and pronouns, she refuses to refer to me that way even when we are alone. I can't tell the rest of my family, they would disown me. Every time I bring it up, she gets quiet and changes the subject. I love her and she loves me, but it breaks my heart to see her ignore who I am. And I know she won't back me up if the rest of the family finds out. I feel hopeless. What do I do to make her understand?
Aw.
I mean,
that's some
you've done all
shit
that
to have to
you
go
can.
through.
You've done all that you can do. In all actuality, other than really telling her how it hurts your feelings, that I don't know if you've had that conversation.
Right.
But I would try there. I would start there, really telling her like openly, like, hey, this is what it is. This is who I am now, you know, and I've always felt this way. I know that you don't understand because it's not you, but as my mother, I need for you to love me unconditionally and really understand that this is what I want for myself, and this is who I am, and this is who I've always felt that I am. And I really need your support. And it really hurts my feelings, truly, when you try to change the subject and you kind of disrespect me by not saying what my new name is and how I choose to identify myself with. You have to have that conversation with her. I would not wait on it. I would tell her how you feel and leave it at that. Because at the end of the day, you cannot convince somebody to change.
Right.
They have got to want to do it for themselves. It's unfortunate, but once you give them the ball in their corner, it's up to them to do with it as they please. So say what you feel, get it all out, put everything on the table, and then leave it there.
Yep.
And let her make her next move. That's my advice to you.
Not only that, but not to make light of a situation, but I mean, if you are trans and depending on how far you go with your transition, it's going to be obvious to family members that saw you one year at Thanksgiving in jeans and the next year in, you know, something that's not jeans with a rack. So, I mean, depending on how, you might or might not even have to have the conversation with family. I think that is so dumb where families get nervous about other family members. Well, what will they say? Well, bitch, what did they say when you got pregnant out of wedlock? What did they say when, you know, all of these different things in other people? Like, what? No, just get out of here.
At the end of the day, people going to talk about any and everything.
And any and everyone.
That's what it is. Misery loves company and people love drama. As a matter of fact, I woke up to drama all on my Facebook.
I woke up like
it's
that.
so sad because you can post something positive and you'll hardly get any like feedback for that. But once you post some fuckery and foolishness, people tend to flock to that.
Yes, they do.
So I would say protect your peace at all costs. Live your life to the best way that you know how, fully and openly and truthfully.
Right.
All right. So this one says, "Dear Lyric, when you read this, you'll see why I wanted to remain anonymous. My best friend and I have been friends for almost 28 years. Recently, she decided to move to my city. It's no secret that my bestie has quite the body count. During 4th of July weekend, I introduced her to a family member of mine that was in town. She seemed to be doing well, and they got along, and everybody got along really well. In particular, my cousin that I don't get to see much, but talk to at least twice a week. During the 4th weekend, they seemed to hit it off very well. Both of them are pretty thotty." And although I have love for my bestie, 3 years ago she was diagnosed with an incurable STD, and I happen to know for a fact that she isn't a fan of using protection. at this point, I'm trying to figure out if I should betray my cousin or my best friend by telling them. So basically, she's like, "Would you tell thanks, Linda? Yeah, that's a fake name. I don't need y'all reading my email address at all either." So, anyways, Linda.
First of all, let's be clear.
Okay.
Let's be very clear. When it comes to certain things in relationships, it's a thing. It's a thing where you could pick and choose when to keep certain information to yourself. You see somebody cheating or whatever, or doing some fuck bullshit. That's one thing.
Yeah, but see, this is your cousin.
To damage somebody's body,
exactly,
of their life,
right?
If you do not speak up and tell what is happening, or at least advise, because the only thing you can do is just say, "Hey, you better wrap up," and be very adamant about it. Hopefully, they'll catch that.
Be like this.
Don't catch it. I mean, I'm so sorry. That's fucked up, and your friend is fucked up if she's not disclosing what's going on with her.
Yeah, according to the letter,
probably herpes.
According to the letter, she's not telling anybody.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
It's probably herpes, because I know for a fact that you cannot be fucking with no condoms and have HIV. I know you're not doing that. I know you are not that.
I don't put nothing past nobody.
That's a whole charge, girl. So I'm thinking herpes. Even still, that's still something serious and lifelong. Nobody can ever get rid of it. It's not going nowhere. Every so often it's going to pop up and remind you, "Hey, I'm still here. What's going on?"
Yeah, I mean, it's there. But I mean,
so I would tell. I would definitely tell.
Okay.
I would tell.
And you say you would tell in a roundabout way and not just direct. You would be like, "Hey, you might want to strap up."
It depends. It depends. You know your family members. You know what to say and how to say to certain family members.
Right.
So, I know I have a close cousin. I can say something and he'll catch it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But not everybody is like that. So, I don't know how close you are with this cousin, but you definitely need to have a conversation and let it be known, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? I know something I don't really want to say, but if you're going to mess with her, you definitely need to strap up." Everybody should be strapping up anyway. I don't know what the fuck this is about.
Right.
Y'all act like since we had COVID, all of this other stuff just went out the window. Now we got syphilis popping up. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Gonorrhea. And gonorrhea is in nursing homes. A rise in gonorrhea in nursing homes.
I heard.
You have got to wrap it up.
Yep, Granny and Papa busting down.
Period.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
And get regularly tested too, because a lot of y'all don't like to get tested. You depend on your mate to go get tested, and as long as they good, you good. No, it don't work like that. Go to the doctor. Make sure that you're safe.
So basically, Linda, if you got that quick cousin, you can maybe get away with something like, "Hey, there's some bats in that cave," and if your cousin's a little bit slower, you gotta be like, "Yo, that bitch burning," and just leave it at that.
And just, hey, sorry.
Okay.
Well, all right.
You say you got one more?
One more.
Mm-hmm.
I have one more.
Hi.
Okay, let's see what your name is. Okay, her name is Cadence. Oh, that's pretty.
Lord. I hate that name.
Lord. I need some advice.
Okay.
I've been with my boyfriend for nearly 4 years. Everything was great until I started gaining weight. Mm-hmm. I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease that has ruined my metabolism and makes it very difficult for me to lose weight. For context, I'm about 20 pounds heavier than when we first started dating. My boyfriend lets me know that I'm his favorite person and he still finds me cute, but no longer attractive. He's no longer willing to get engaged until I lose weight. Part of me is angry because he doesn't love me unconditionally, but I also understand firsthand that you can't choose physical attraction. I've tried exercise and diet for months, even seeing a trainer with little success. What do I do? Oh, Lord, that's tough.
You talk to your doctor.
That's tough. I would definitely talk to my doctor. Well, first of all, fuck him. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that because he's being very shallow. That's some shallow shit.
No, I was talking about.
Years.
I was thinking therapist doctor. I was talking about therapist doctor, not physical doctor.
Well, that too, but I think she also needs to go see her doctor, because there may be some sort of medicine that she can get on, or something that can be adjusted.
Okay.
She could go see a nutritionist. There's a lot of things and a lot of options that she can do, but do it for yourself though. Don't do it for somebody else, because if they're like that, why would you want to marry somebody like that? In your vows, it says through sickness and in health. You know what I'm saying? And that means if something happens to me, you're supposed to be there for me. You're supposed to love me unconditionally throughout everything that happens.
Through chunky and skinny too.
And if he's not doing that already, he's not going to do that when you get engaged and once you get married. It's going to be something else that comes down the line. So save yourself the trouble. Go to the doctor and find out what's going on. It might even be like I'm thinking it might be a thyroid issue. That's what it sounds like to me. And be it working in a rheumatologist's office, I know that there's a lot of different medications that you can get on to help you with that. So I would start there. That's only if you're uncomfortable and you want to do that shit for you. Don't worry about that, dude, because that's crazy. What y'all think?
Totally agree. Like, I said, talk to your therapist, because there's something within you that determined that this person was going to dictate how you felt about you. And at the end of the day, you can do without. You can do bad by yourself, and relationships are meant to enhance your life, sweetie, not complicate it. So if you got somebody around that's dragging you down, let that dead weight go. Gotta go.
Absolutely. No loose change.
And there you go.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to Lyrics Lessons. I'll be back next week with more of your advice questions. Don't forget to send them to my Gmail, lyricbravado@gmail.com, or DM me. And I'm out.
You can also send them to WRTRradio@gmail.com. That's the one I usually pull from. And let's see. We want to do the tea with Tigger Man, or we want to talk about the Thumb Thugs up next?
I want to hear the tea.
I want to talk about the Thumb Thugs.
What's tiebreaker?
Which one, Tigger? Oh no, you gotta be the tiebreaker.
Yes, it do.
Alright, let's do the dumb thing. The dumb thing. Lord, the dumb thing first then.
Thumb Thugs. Alright, up next, right after this.
Toilets. Toilets are made so that people can sit down and take a shit. Anyone can sit on a toilet, and if the toilet is large enough, two people can shit together and tell jokes, or make up stories, or just listen. Toilets are for people, and that is why toilets are like Facebook, magazines, Febreze, toilet paper. These are things that people use when they shit together, so they can open up and connect about ideas and music and other things people share. Handle toilets are just like Facebook. Button toilets, just like Facebook. Self-flush toilets, just like Facebook. No-flush toilets, Facebook. We all want to connect. Sometimes we just don't know how. That's why we have toilets and Facebook.
Alrighty, so as the weekly disclaimer, Lyric Bravado and Tigger Man are not in any way, shape, or form in support of me dragging y'all about y'all's Facebook statuses or Twitter statuses or whatever it is that y'all do on here. Because at the end of the day, celebrities get a lot of flack for a lot of the things that they say, but you niggas be out the pocket too. So we gotta reel y'all in, get y'all together too.
Here we go.
That being said, this week is a little bit of both, because Alright. So, a lot of people decided that their opinion about shit that doesn't concern or involve them or need their unsolicited opinions actually involves them and that we want to hear it. They decided that. And Jess Hilarious is no different. She took to the internet yet again to say something problematic. In response to a TikTok video, which was posted on Instagram from a transgender woman saying that cis women don't own, they said that she doesn't, or cis women don't own womanhood or periods, and was basically just making a point that transgender women are women too. So, Jess Hilarious takes to the internet, makes a video. Let's see. From the clip, she says, "What is the difference between you and someone who has been diagnosed to be mentally insane? The only difference is that you don't have a straitjacket on." Lord, stop taking out your stop talking out your shit, or stop talking out your whatever. Wake up. How are you projecting your anger on real women? Because we are the gatekeepers. We are the gatekeepers for periods. We are the only ones that bleed, honey. The past got over. Like, it's just, she was just going on and on and on about how women are gatekeepers, or cis women are the gatekeepers of periods, and that your womanhood is defined. Of course, this sparked a whole lot of controversy from a lot of you fuckheads. Hey, shout out to Christopher Changing Dennard, who says, "Okay, I'll bite. What happens when men are in the WNBA next?" Which is a stupid ass comment. But of course, you know, a lot of his followers, and I'll quote them too, because they commented. Let's see. Silk Rodney says, "Exactly. See, they don't really want what they be asking for, and that's my point. Just leave it alone." Well, gentlemen, how about you leave alone things that don't concern you, because neither one of y'all have a vagina. That's A. Secondly, let's talk about this whole thing about, do trans women have periods, yada, 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 yada. Do we have to go through this? I mean, because in articles, it says, let's see, I'm reading an article about from a doctor that says some trans women, when they are going through their whole transition, they actually experience certain things: anxiety, appetite changes, bleeding due to water retention, cramping, tiredness. They actually experience some of these things, but I just don't think Jess Hilarious should be the gatekeeper of anything. Because, in fact, like, Jess Hilarious, do we even need to talk about Jess Hilarious? Like, just get into the fact that last year, or not even last year, what was it, 2019? She was under fire for saying some shit, like some xenophobic shit about the men that got on the plane, and was saying that she was afraid and she felt like her life was threatened because those people, they had on head wraps and they looked Muslim, and she didn't know whether or not they were going to take over the plane. Okay. Don't you remember that? The same Jess Hilarious, Jess Hilarious that took the Instagram that called that boy a faggot.
Yep.
Yeah, so Jess Hilarious, just shut your ass at this point, because we're sick of hearing that. Like, we're just shut your ass. Like, we're sick of hearing about Jess Hilarious in the news, because everything that this woman says out of her mouth is problematic, and half of me thinks that it's because people have been calling her trans and think that she a dude. Mm-hmm. And then the other half of me thinks is honestly because she's trying to she's trying to remain relevant because she don't do shit else.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. She's trying to stay relevant.
So, Lyric, you've been very quiet, and I know this has a lot more so to do with women, and you being, our very own resident expert. Tell us, how do you feel?
I honestly think that this needs to be a real talk subject.
Really?
Because I have thoughts. Everybody might not agree with what I'm going to say, honestly. Okay. I think some boundaries have been crossed. I think there's a certain respect that has been crossed with certain things that some people have said. Mm-hmm. I'll just say that. I don't think that it's anything wrong with people having opinions, but I feel like it needs to be a better platform for it to be discussed. I don't feel like everybody needs to be going back and forth and arguing about who has this and who does this and what. No, I feel like somebody needs to bring these parties together on a level playing area and really have a deep discussion about how women feel, how trans women feel, and get it all out. Have different like speakers and things like that. That's what I would want. Because a lot of women, I'm sorry to say, they do agree with Jess Hilarious.
I'm not saying they don't.
You cannot argue with people's different experiences and the things that they've, you know what I'm saying, had to go through and things that were said to them. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to that. So me personally, I can't say, you know, oh, that's fucked up. She shouldn't have said. I can't say that. People speak on their own personal experiences.
And you know what? I agree.
You don't know who attacked her or who DM'd her and said something off the Richter scale. You don't know that. So, my thing is, I think that this needs to be a bigger discussion where nobody is calling out each other disrespectfully, and just needs to be a conversation.
Well, I mean,
that's what I would like to see happen.
I would just like to see less homophobic shit happening in the industry. Like the same industry. I mean, just overall, to just sum up, to if I had Jess Hilarious in front of me, I would just say, you know, after the slap, I would say, stop this idea.
Not after the slap.
Yeah, like, stop this idea, gatekeeping shit that doesn't need to be kept. Because quiet as it's kept, some of this womanhood that you're gatekeeping is designed by makeup artists in the industry, designed by faggots and gays and all these other things that you want to say up out your mouth. So, I mean, you know, all the yasses and all the lingo and all the dope ass shit that you borrow or that you rob or that you steal from gay culture is what you're defining as womanhood that you stole from a gay man. So, Jess Hilarious, just sit your ass down. Again, just shut your ass. I know we got differing opinions, but it is what it is.
Perspective.
So, anyways.
And again, everybody's not doing this.
Basically. Alright, so, cool me down with the tea up next, Tigger Man. We got it.
When these biscuits touch my nigga lips, I rub my hips, I do a dip, I back it up like a real ass bitch. Too legit to quit when I eat these Pillsbury butter biscuits.
Parody commercial created by Bricklyn Page. Follow her on Twitter at BrickyBrick1 and subscribe to the Orangey and Purple YouTube videos on our YouTube channel, BrickyBrick1.
Billy needs your help. He needs your help. It only takes 5 cents equals 1 grain of rice. Help Billy. He don't have anything to eat. He's digging in trash cans, eating flowers. What the fuck y'all doing at home? Fucking feed these children. Y'all go out and spend some fucking money on some weed and shit. Feed these damn children. Ain't nobody got time for this shit. Eating all the trash cans and shit. Feed this boy, please. Arms of a stranger. Feed these fucking kids. This shit getting out of here.
WRTR reminds you to feed the children.
Just give them some food. Just a little.
These kids ain't shit. Fuck these kids. You know? Stranger.
Sit back, relax, and sip on this tea with Jiggaman on WRTR Real Talk Radio at Jiggaman82 on IG.
Hey, this your boy Jiggaman with the tea. Oh. What's going on, y'all? Yeah, Lyric, so you messed me up. You messed me up, Lyric.
You're a professional. You're supposed to be able to do this. Walk and chew gum, nigga.
You know what? Y'all funny. Y'all funny. But anyway, okay.
Yeah.
So, we will start off with your boy Drake.
Oh.
You know he had his concert yesterday. He had his little concert at the Capitol One.
Why he gotta be a little concert?
I know.
Yeah, little concert. He had his little concert at the Capitol.
What you're not gonna do is disrespect Aubrey's great great presentation.
I heard it was nice though.
Is that what you heard?
But anyway, so Drake's thug life is officially complete. The megastar rapper has emerged as the buyer of Tupac Shakur's $1 million crown ring.
What?
$1 million crown ring.
Okay.
Which now ranks as one of the most expensive items ever sold at Sotheby's auction.
Damn.
So he went on and bought that $1 million ring.
All right. I'm not mad at Pop.
On last Friday, Drake showed off his latest prized possession via Instagram and promoted Travis Scott's album Utopia, which dropped at midnight. And he's featured on the song Meltdown, where he
melts down
his beef with Pusha T. Huh?
No, I said, okay.
Yes.
That was like 2020.
They back at it again. He reignites his beef with Pusha T. So you're going to be seeing more of them. You're going to hear more of them going back and forth on social media. I
don't necessarily know if Aubrey want that heat from Pusha.
You stupid.
I mean, you buying
You're stupid.
You buying Pac's jewelry. I'd hate to see you suffer Pac's fate. Fucking around with Pusha T. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Product does not agree with that message.
Okay, so Bow Wow.
Okay.
He's back in the news.
Why?
He's supposedly being sued for ripping off a 10-year-old girl out of $3,000.
What?
It says Bow Wow denies ripping off a 10-year-old girl who alleged she paid him $3,000 for a feature on some song.
Now, Shad Gregory Moss, I know your black ass is not out here ripping off 10-year-olds.
Yes.
Oh, bitch.
According to court records, the young girl claimed she utilized Cash App to send Bow Wow $3,000 in exchange for a feature. Despite receiving the payment, the girl's family alleges that the rapper did not follow through with his commitment. Consequently, the 10-year-old father is taking legal action to recover $15,000 in compensation.
Whoops.
Where a 10-year-old get $3,000?
Exactly.
Wow.
So Bow Wow cough up the money.
That's life. But how do we know that it went to Bow Wow's Cash App though?
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'd like to see him Photoshop his way out of this one.
Type any name on the Cash App name though, like any name, and put any picture up there. So how do we know it went to the actual account? They have to investigate that though.
Exactly. The song was supposed to be called Deep Pimpin' That Got Y'all Again.
Damn.
And so Bow Wow went to social media and tweeted, "I don't conduct business on apps. I do not use or have Cash App. So if you ain't called management and send a wire, if you ain't called management and send a wire, you was not dealing with me. Be careful with sending y'all's money to online."
Wait.
This happens every day to folks.
Wait.
This is the third time.
Wait, so... Okay, wait. So, Shad Gregory Moss took to the internet and said that he does not do business on apps. The same Shad Gregory Moss that photoshopped himself in an airplane years ago, talking about, high rolling, I'm in this airplane, and really wasn't, because niggas started tweeting and was like, nah, he right here in coach with us. And like, what? he was on a private. He was talking about, yeah, I'm on a private jet. This, that, and the third. And niggas was like, no, Shad, you're right here eating these motherfucking peanuts like the rest of us. Shut the fuck up. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that did happen, but I do know for a fact that Cash App scam and shit is a real thing. It's a real 100% thing. So he might be lying, he might not. Who knows? I'm sure they'll investigate and get to the bottom of it.
Hopefully. All right, what else you got, Tigger?
Okay, next up, y'all heard about LeBron James' son?
Oh, yeah.
Bronny James. He, I believe this was earlier this week. He was in the middle of the basketball workout and basically collapsed, fell out. Cardiac arrest. So he was rushed to the hospital, and he's at home now. He's recovering. He's at home now. So I just would wish him a speedy recovery.
Well.
Yeah.
Okay. Next we have remember Benzino?
No. I don't know who that is.
From Love, the rapper, and he's on Love and Hip Hop. Was it New York?
That's Coi Leray Daddy.
Yes, Coi Leray Daddy.
Never heard of that.
So
yes, you have.
Have not. You can't make me. You can't make me.
The guy with the no neck.
Yes, the guy with the no neck. But anyway, he had a breakdown over his daughter, calling him a deadbeat dad.
Oh God.
Oh what? That was just good.
Exactly. So the former Love and Hip Hop star recently appeared on the popular We in Miami podcast, where he praised his daughter, who has found her own success. However, Benzino got choked up over his daughter's past comments about him not always being there for her. And so he goes to say, I've been called all kinds of shit, but a deadbeat dad? Come on, man. I love my daughter. I don't want to be that. Like, I don't want to be known as that. I don't care what people think, but that hurt me. That's my daughter. I raised her. When people say I hated on Corey's career and I'm jealous and all of this, that shit is like, damn, it's evil.
Well, there you go. I mean, never mind. I ain't even gonna go there.
Let's not act like it ain't a possibility, though.
I mean,
hey.
A lot of celebrity parents, like, jealous of their kids, are always in their damn kids'
exactly.
business.
Yeah, that's a lot of them that were like
Blueface Mama. She
Yes.
Indeed, she does. All right. What else you got? Anything?
All right. So, next I have... Oh, this is hilarious.
No, it's not. Not just hilarious.
Yes. It's not just hilarious, but it's hilarious.
Okay.
Okay, so this was in the news about manatees. Y'all know what manatees are, right? They look a little bit like seals.
Just hilarious, and you know.
So it says rough sex between brother manatees leaves one dead at a Florida aquarium.
You said between brother manatees.
Yes.
Wait, so the manatees was gay fucking?
Yes, they're brothers too.
Wait. Oh.
It's an adult male named Hugh was housed at the Moat Marine Laboratory and Aquarium in Sarasota when he died back in April.
You said his name was Hugh?
Hugh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Like Hugh Hefner.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Really? So it's got to be not only the Hugh Hefner, but then the gayest name you could think. Hugh. This is Hugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucks his brother. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
what?
Scientists sprang into action to figure out what happened to Hugh. They quickly learned that mating with his brother, Buffett.
Buffett and Hugh?
Yes.
Oh. I'm turning this off. What?
According to staff, the brothers had begun a consensual sexual relationship in the months leading to Hugh's demise.
Consensual? Did they sign a contract? Was there a prenup? Did they have there was there an NDA?
That's wild.
Hey, hey. However, they did not interfere with the relatives' turned lovers, which proved lethal. Buffett, the larger of the two, would frequently mount and penetrate Hugh in his rectum.
In his where?
His rectum.
Oh, they was having butt sex too. Okay, yes, manatees, butt sex, do it.
Lord.
Yeah. Y'all better bust it open, manatee style.
Yes. It says on April 29th, he did so again, but this time he sank to the bottom of the tank and became unresponsive. Buffett continued returning to his body to mount him even as Hugh lying not moving.
Oh. So the literal fuck you to death.
I can't. No. Next. Next. I'm not playing. Next.
It's okay. It is okay. It is okay.
Yikes.
Okay.
Manatee bussy, yes.
Next.
I cannot with y'all. I cannot. So next we have. Sorry, my system.
Oh Lord.
My system is tripping.
This is why you don't get Boost Mobile.
I have what do I have?
Boost Mobile. Metro PCS.
Shut up.
Dial up. Dial up. That's what the fuck you got.
Okay. So, the Hips Don't Lie singer Shakira. She is under fire right now for tax fraud. She's basically saying she owe over $14 million in taxes.
So the wallet lies, but the hips don't? Okay. Gotcha, sis. Gotcha.
The Spanish government announced they're now investigating the pop star for more tax fraud from 2018 related to her income and wealth. So they said that basically she can get up to 15 years.
Okay.
If found guilty.
Good.
Because she's a beautiful liar.
Oh, you know what? I'm done. I am done.
So does that wrap it up for this week?
That wraps it up for this week with the Tea with Tigger Man.
Alrighty. Up next, I ain't got a lot this week. You know, I already dragged Just Hilarious, so I'm good, as far as how I feel, but I am dead for something, and that's up next. It ain't a whole lot, so calm your nuts.
Well, we met about 2 months ago at my friend Marsha's 31st birthday dinner, and I immediately noticed Josh.
Yeah, I can be a little shy sometimes, but I said to myself, you better go up and introduce yourself, because if you don't, you're going to regret it for the rest of your life. And we started talking, and, well, here we are. Now we're fucking.
My parents were thrilled when I told them I was finally fucking Josh. He had been eating my pussy for so long, I began to wonder if he was ever going to actually take out his dick and stuff my hole.
Deborah's not my typical fuck, and my friends were a little bit skeptical, but they're coming around. They're starting to see that, this is the woman that I want to empty my balls in for the rest of my life.
I actually still remember exactly where we were when we first fucked.
It was right over there.
Josh was behind me, and my face was pressed up against the glass the whole time.
I was giving her this tremendous pounding, just really deep in there, and that's when I realized at that moment that fuck like this comes around only once, so I better not blow it. Do you remember what you said to me that night?
Of course. Fill me with your cock. Fuck my mouth, daddy. God damn it. Go deeper. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Keep fucking your little pump station. Come on my back.
I spent so much time looking for a woman that I could plow so hard that she'd walk funny for 2 days straight, and I'm just really glad that I never gave up.
No one should. I mean, The fucking you're waiting for is out there. It was for me.
Exciting things are happening at Burger King.
Alright, great meeting, guys.
Yeah, hey, let's go to Burger King and get one of those new crispy chicken wraps.
What's in the new crispy chicken wrap?
What's in the new crispy...
What's in the new crispy chicken wrap?
Mary?
Crispy chicken, fresh lettuce with some chitlins and grits wrapped up in a tasty cornbread tortilla drenched in hot sauce, fried in fat bags. Burger King.
The new chicken snack wraps.
Bring your homie.
They're off the hook.
Dead for that. Time to find out what Marcus is dead for.
Okay, so this week I am dead for. Okay, so I went through. I'll be on the internet, and I don't know if the both of y'all can see this. Can y'all see this? Chicken Man.
Yo.
So somebody posted this meme of this very dark-skinned individual saying, and the caption is, "Beauty is in the eye of the beholder," as if to post this person because they're dark-skinned, they're ugly. So, as funny as the meme is, it can be triggering and it's ignorant as fuck. Because I'm sick of what I'm dead for this week. I'm dead for us making black, and I mean the darker hues of black ugly, and the lighter are considered more, I guess, appealing or whatever. This whole colorism thing, I've been over it, but even further, memes. People, when you're posting memes, think about this. Just think about the fact that when you're posting memes, that these are people that can actually see you in real time. They are actually looking at what you say on that hashtag that goes to everybody, because people think, oh, well, that person isn't on my timeline, so they're not going to see it. Hello. You put it in a hashtag, people are going to see it. Somebody shares it, more people are going to see it, and eventually it gets back to that person. So that same person that you're calling ugly and all this other stuff, just think about how you're responding. Just think about what you're posting. And can we just overall, I know we got leaps and bounds, black people, but can we please let go of this idea that white is right and black is in the back? Can we? Can we please? So that's what I'm dead for this week. Up next, second half of the show.
No.
What?
No. One more thing.
Okay.
Just one more.
Mm-hmm.
And stop reposting people's kids too.
Yes.
Oh. What do you mean?
I'm sick of people posting other people's children for entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
I seen this horrible video.
Oh no.
Where this lady has a disabled baby.
What?
And people are posting all types of pictures to say the baby look like that, and stop reposting people's fucking children. Stop being trifling, yo.
They're saying that the baby looks like what?
So the baby has kind of like Benjamin Buttons, an older looking face, and it obviously has some sort of issue.
Okay.
And people post side by side pictures of other things to say the baby looks like that. I don't like that.
Yeah,
people's kids are fucking lame.
And I mean, I realize that we all have a dark sense of humor, but some stuff can just be left to the group chat.
Yeah.
All right. So up next, second half of the show, we'll be back.
I would describe us as a traditional couple.
I love blowjobs. I do.
But lately, we've been using lip labs just for her veggie wipes. They're moist, scented wipes for my vagina.
I picked them up at the store.
It used to gross him out.
It's true. I couldn't handle that, vaginal smell that vaginas have.
But ever since he brought them home,
now I love going down on her.
beer flavor is his favorite.
It is.
Lip Labs newly scented just for her veggie wipes. Natural, fabulous, fresh.
It's good to know he's happy.
I first met Doris in July of 1959.
He was just getting out of the service, and he was a very handsome man. But I was just 19. I wasn't looking for the one.
I asked her to the movies, North by Northwest, I seem to recall, but she said no. I was persistent, though, and 55 years later, we're still fucking. When you've been boning the same special woman for as long as I have, you learn how to really turn her inside out with your rock-hard cock.
Since we've met, we've fucked thousands of times. But even today, there's nobody I'd rather have deep dicking me at night and fucking me again in the morning.
People ask how we've lasted so long, and I say it's all about accepting change. When Doris was younger, she liked to be thrown around like a rag doll. But these days, she doesn't care what I do as long as I give her pussy the drilling it needs.
On the other hand, he's still the same old Isaac. He loved coming on my tits 55 years ago, and he still does today.
Well, heck, if it ain't broke.
The amazing thing is that we've been fucking each other senseless for so long that our kids are all growing up and they're fucking people too. Jane is fucking John, Ashley's fucking Tim, Ross is fucking Lucille.
They're all fucking very, very hard. My parents actually started fucking each other in 1927. And they continued banging in every conceivable position until my father died in 1977. I like to think that he taught me a little something about blowing my load in the same hole night after night.
We want people to know how important it is to find someone to fuck. I mean, really fuck the living shit out of. If you can do that for 55 years, I guess you're doing something right.
Take us to work, take us on the go, take us wherever you go. WRTR, Real Talk Radio.
And just remember, you can do so on all avenues. Literally everywhere you are, we are. At WRTR Radio on Twitter, WRTR Real Talk Radio. If you Google it, we will pop up like them herpes from that letter. Anyway.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So, what it do, ninjas? I miss being in D.C. I miss y'all.
Yeah,
well, we don't miss you.
Yeah, you do. You miss me.
I do.
There you go.
I don't.
Miss Lyric, what are you doing this weekend?
Bring your ass home.
I know you're taking a break.
I'm resting.
I figured you'd be taking a break from the world, but that being the case, shoot, maybe you can slide out to Baltimore.
Possibly.
Ooh, we can go to the casino and we can, win stuff and, make fun of bad weaves.
Oh my God.
There you go.
I think we should. Okay. Ticket Man, you got a day party?
Yo.
You got a day party this today, right?
Oh, I did tell you that, didn't I?
You did. You told everybody.
Earlier.
Yeah, I forgot. Yes, I have a day party to go to.
Are there
tonight.
What kind of day party is this? Will there be clothes or no? Are they optional?
Are you serious?
Just wondered.
It's not one of those parties.
I don't know. Shit.
I'll be at one of those parties when I go to New Orleans.
No judgment.
Next month.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. But
wear a condom.
You know what?
Oh, guess what? I'm going to see 2 movies today. I'm going to see the Barbie movie. Yes, because I heard it was good. Don't look at me like that.
I heard it was good.
I heard it was good, and it actually had adult themes and stuff in there. That's why I want to go see it. So I'm not that.
Speaking of Barbie.
Well, okay.
Speaking of Barbie.
Okay.
You know they made
a Ticket Man action figure?
No, they made new Ken dolls now, and of celebrities. They've made new Ken dolls of celebrities.
Really?
Black celebrities. Yes.
Oh.
Like they made a Ken doll of Jason Derulo.
For what?
A Ken doll of Bow Wow. A Ken doll of a bunch of people.
You said a Bow Wow. That joint is life size.
Yes. A Ken doll of all different, a whole bunch of celebrities. And they're supposed to be coming out with them.
I hear you. I'm
not
also
on the market.
I'm also going to see that movie Talk to Me, the one where you touch the hand and apparently you talk to dead people or some shit.
What?
Oh, I did hear.
You didn't hear about that?
I didn't hear about that.
Okay, Lyric heard about it, but you didn't take it. So, basically, like, it's a table, and, like, there's this box or something, and a hand comes out of it, and then you, like, grab the hand, and I guess you can talk to dead people, and it's supposed to give them some kind of euphoria. I don't know, some shit. I barely watched the trailer, because the trailers, to me, be giving too much anyway. They be telling half the movie. So, I saw it. It piqued my interest, and I'm going to see it tonight.
That would be something you go look at.
Exactly. I think it would be great.
Go look at.
It's like you know me.
At home for the frizzy.
All right, so let's see.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Up next, we got the Y-Files. Keep it locked. We got this message from white people.
This is a public service announcement for Team Bacon. We here at WRTR Real Talk Radio work closely with law enforcement officials and EMTs and discovered that there's nothing that bacon can't fix.
Oh my God.
911, what is your emergency? I nailed my finger to a birdhouse accidentally. Do you have some bacon? Bacon, that's right. I have bacon left over from dinner last night. Rub some bacon on it. What? On your hand, just do it. Rub some bacon on it. That's all there is to it? What if I drop my phone? Rub some bacon on it. Or encounter my clone. Rub some bacon on it. I get mononucleosis. Rub some bacon on it. My nude pics get posted. Rub some bacon on it. Rub some bacon on it. Rub some bacon on it. Yeah. My home gets foreclosed. Rub some bacon on it. My cat explodes. Rub some bacon on it. I wake up in a trunk. Rub some bacon on it. My friend goes steampunk. Rub some bacon on it. I meet real pirates. Rub some bacon on it. There's an awkward silence. Ain't nobody got time for that. Rub some bacon on it. I'm an adult with braces. Rub some bacon on it. I can't swim. Rub some bacon on it. I'm visited by Mr. Tim. Hey, boy. Rub some bacon on it. Bacon on it. Rub some bacon on it. Bacon on it. Rub some bacon on it.
It's Team Bacon, bitches!
Oh my God.
What? We just talking about bacon.
On WRTR Real Talk Radio.
Hey everybody, my name is Orangey from the YouTube series Orangey and Purple. Booty pop, booty pop, booty pop, booty pop, booty pop, booty pop. On the show, we take a lot of crazy risks and a lot of crazy chances. But one thing that you will never see us do is text while driving. I'm 15, I do have a permit. You see what can happen when you take your eyes off the road for just one split second. Not only are you putting yourself at risk, but you risking the lives of the other passengers in the car and everybody else on the road. Behind the wheel, you got a great responsibility. And ain't nothing responsible about operating a vehicle while trying to send a stupid-ass text message. It ain't that serious. No, really. Like, it is not that serious. Remember, it can wait. No text is worth your life. Why are you even here? What? I just wanted to help promote safe driving. Girl, boom, I don't need your help. Get your own PSA. You always co-signing. You are such a bitch.
Parody PSA created by Bricklin Page. Follow her on Twitter at BrickyBrick1 and subscribe to the Orangey and Purple YouTube videos on her YouTube channel, BrickyBrick1. WRTR reminds you to never text and drive. It can wait. No, like, really, it can.
Why do you have roaches?
The Y-Files.
Why do my children hate me?
On WRTR Real Talk Radio.
Why did my vagina burn?
The truth is out there.
Explaining the unexplained. We're answering why to the questions you want to know by taking your tweets at WRTR Radio. We take your emails at WRTRradio@gmail.com, and we take your Facebook messages at Facebook.com/WRTR Real Talk Radio. My name is Marcus Smoot.
My name is Miss Lyric Bravado.
And this your boy Tigger Man.
And this is the Y-Files. Remember, the truth is out there. Lyric, ladies first.
All right, so my why comes from me.
Uh-oh.
No surprise here. No surprise there. No surprise anywhere.
Okay.
I want to know, why do people think that Jamie Foxx is a clone?
Oh, okay.
A clone?
Yes. You haven't heard that?
No.
Okay. So these idiots are taken to the internet and they're like, oh, well, Jamie Foxx, you know, he really died. And right now, what they have for video for him is AI, and the government don't want you to know and all this other stuff because our lives were so deeply affected by what Jamie Foxx is doing. Mm-hmm. That's what they're going with.
No. I guess so.
Really are. And
I guess so.
And I mean, it's astonishing.
Y'all don't believe this in cloning? Y'all don't think that's going on?
It's their reasoning behind saying that shit, because they're like, oh, well, his skin is lighter and he's skinny and all this other stuff. And I'm thinking, didn't the brother wasn't he just fighting for his life? You tend to lose a few pounds. Like, what kind of fuck ass reality are y'all living in?
And also, you know, he got lighter too.
That's what I'm saying. What kind of fuck ass reality are y'all living in? If you are out of the sun for a significant amount of time fighting for your life, your skin pigment is going to be different. If you are down in the bed on a freaking liquid diet for an extended amount of time, your weight is going to change. Like, what? Why are we... Ugh, niggas. Okay. Why, Larry?
Because the truth is out there.
I got one.
What you got?
Mine is from me.
Oh, hell.
Why do dogs tend to stare in your face while you eat and will not move until you finish eating?
Because they hungry and your ass ain't feed them yet.
Nah, they ain't hungry. They got food in their bowl. They breathe.
Exactly. Dog bowl is full of food. Dog bowl is full of food.
They want people.
But he's staring in my face.
And somebody done feeding them on the low.
It's because your dog is really a person. It's because your dog is really a person that paid $20,000 to become one.
Nah, I think my nephew be getting him food. I think he does.
Why?
Because the truth is out there.
All right, so my why comes from Kim from DC. She said, I get the people want to be... I get the people want to be safe, but why do niggas smell their fingers after touching your pussy? It's rude AF, and it's telling that you're dealing with too many dirty bitches if you need to sniff your hands, or if you need to sniff check your hands in order to beat. This is what she said. No lie.
What?
Yep.
Somebody must have told her her pussy stank.
Exactly.
Listen.
Exactly. Exactly.
Ain't nobody ever do this little sniff check.
Somebody said, ooh.
Y'all ain't heard about the sniff check, though?
That's old. That's old.
That's not old. It's still very much so relevant. Shit still stinks. It ain't like stink became obsolete in 1985. It's still funky. So, I mean, I feel like people need to smell. It just gets creepy.
First of all, let's be clear. The vagina has a natural odor to it.
Mm-hmm.
Natural odor. Anytime you have any secretions, you're going to have a natural odor.
Yes.
However, it should not smell like 5 cans of 5-day-old tuna fish.
Right.
It should not smell like
Long John Silver's.
It should not. It should not have a yellowish discharge.
Go
it
fish.
Should not have the greenish discharge.
Yikes.
It should not have a clumpy white.
Oh my.
Because you, ma'am, have a problem. You may have BV. You may have a yeast infection.
Oh.
You may have the clap.
Not dessert.
Taken care of ASAP.
Not dessert and cheers.
I cannot.
Yeah.
The yeast and clapping? Yikes. Dessert and cheers. Anyway.
Baking cakes.
Yikes. Why?
Baking bread, dinner rolls down there.
Because the truth is out there. I don't want no more of this.
Oh my God. I cannot.
Oh, that wraps it up for this week's Wi-Files. We're always answering why for you at WRTR Radio on Twitter. Once again, WRTRradio@gmail.com and on Facebook at facebook.com/WRTR Real Talk Radio. News to make you nauseous is next. Remember, the truth is out there.
Toilets. Toilets are made so that people can sit down and take a shit. Anyone can sit on a toilet, and if the toilet is large enough, 2 people can shit together and tell jokes or make up stories, or just listen. Toilets are for people, and that is why toilets are like Facebook, magazines, Febreze, toilet paper. These are things that people use when they shit together, so they can open up and connect about ideas and music and other things people share. Handle toilets are just like Facebook. Button toilets, just like Facebook. Self-flush toilets, just like Facebook. No-flush toilets, Facebook. We all want to connect. Sometimes we just don't know how. That's why we have toilets and Facebook.
And now, say what? News to make you nauseous on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Let's go.
These are some of the stories you might not read about in the New York Times, the Washington Post, or the Wall Street Journal. It's news to make you nauseous. Alrighty, who's going first?
Okay.
Or you can. I don't care.
Okay, I can go first.
Go for it.
Say what, Indiana?
Say what?
Don't mind.
Indiana parents are facing neglect and drug-related charges after their 5-year-old son, who tested positive for cocaine, accidentally shot and killed his toddler brother.
Wait.
Who was 16 months old.
So your baby got high and then shot his brother?
Listen.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Okay.
So, on Wednesday, authorities arrested and charged Deontay Jermaine Johnson.
Did you say Beyonce?
Deontay.
Shut up.
Deontay Jermaine Johnson and Shatia Tiara Welch in connection with the heart-wrenching incident that occurred months ago.
Shatia?
What?
You said Shatia?
Yeah, Shatia.
I'd love to see how that's spelled. Go ahead.
Yeah. During the unfortunate event on March 28th, Johnson, the toddler's father, was in the home. Regrettably, he was asleep on the couch when the 5-year-old boy gained access to a handgun and tragically shot 16-month-old Isaiah Johnson in the head.
Oh, God.
Initially, Johnson repeatedly denied the existence of a gun in their residence, but he eventually confessed that Welch owned a handgun, which was the mother, which was kept in the home. Court documents indicated that Welch was not at home during the shooting. When she returned, she informed the officers that she had a firearm, which she stored in a lockbox under her bed. Welch stated that she had 2 sets of keys for the gun safe.
Okay.
One which she had lost a few days before the incident. As part of the investigation, law enforcement officials examined surveillance footage revealing that Johnson left the apartment and headed towards a parked car roughly 2 minutes before the police responded to the 911 call. The video captured him placing an object inside the car. Subsequently, upon searching the vehicle, officers discovered approximately 400 grams of marijuana.
Oh. Sounds like a party.
Yes. To make the situation worse, the toxicology results showed that the toddler had marijuana in his blood while his brother tested positive for cocaine.
Okay.
Additionally, officers discovered approximately 93 fentanyl pills.
Fentanyl.
Yeah, fentanyl.
Listen.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Hooked on Phonics works for you. Somebody get a thesaurus.
That's what I meant to say. Shut up.
No, you didn't.
93 fentanyl pills within the reach of the 5-year-old boy inside the apartment. They also found a metal grinder containing marijuana residue in the dining room. That's crazy.
Well,
that's crazy.
Okay. Alrighty then. Say what, California?
Say what?
Alright, stunt drivers couldn't believe what they were seeing. A naked woman was running down a busy California freeway, opening fire on passing cars. Eyewitness News with the caught on camera drama as bullets fly, and basically they were showing like how this woman was running up and down a busy highway, and she was literally shooting at cars coming up and down the road, but she was naked.
Wow.
So when people would stop and be like, whoa, there's a naked bitch on the highway, she then opened fire. So
That's wild.
Wow, I'm thrown.
I saw that.
Because I feel like I would be one of those people that be like, "Whoa, wait a minute, did I just see a naked bitch?" Like I feel like that would happen. I feel like I would have fallen victim to this. I'm very uncomfortable.
That is too funny.
I'm uncomfortable now.
That is too funny.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
that is too funny.
Lyric, you're up.
All right. Say what, Florida?
Say what?
You already know what it is.
Oh.
The 18-year-old Florida mother has been arrested and charged after allegedly hiring a hitman to kill her 3-year-old son.
Oh.
According to CBS News, the woman has since bonded out of jail.
What?
According to People, 18-year-old Jasmine Paez was booked into Miami-Dade County Detention Center on Wednesday. They report that she is charged with first-degree solicitation of murder.
Of course.
Additionally, she has also been charged with third-degree using communications device for unlawful use. However, the outlet also adds that since she's bonded out of police custody, reportedly on a $15,000 bond. Paez utilized a fake hitman for hire website, rentahitman.com, to arrange the murder of her 3-year-old son. The 18-year-old mother allegedly provided her son's address as well as his photo for use in the alleged murder plot. Additionally, she requested for the murder of her toddler to take place within a specific time frame. This information then made its way to authorities through the website's owner. Who created the website to catch and curb those who are looking to hire a killer. Additionally, he shared that the request expressed her desire to get something done once and for all, as she wanted her son to be far, far away.
Wow.
That is fucking wild.
I'm more moved and more nauseated by the fact that, well, if you look at it, look at how much crime has changed over the years. Like, you can create a whole .com to kill niggas now. That's some entrepreneur shit. Like, what? I'm gonna kill this nigga.com? Like, what? Okay. Wow.
But no, not really, because the guy who created the website said it's more of a trap, though. He reports all that information to the authorities, which is kind of dope.
But you know what? That's dumb.
People are so dumb, though. Like, why do you think that there would really be a real website called Rent a Hitman? Why would you think in your mind that would be a real thing?
Exactly.
I can't. And she agreed to pay $3,000 for this crime to take place.
That's sad. That is sad. That is sad.
Well. If you want these and more nauseating news stories, make sure you follow us on Twitter at WRTR Radio. You can also follow me on Twitter. I'm at MARCUSSMOOT. That's Marcus Smoot.
And you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, all of that, except for OnlyFans. That's more Tigger Man's thing. At Lyric Bravado.
And you can find me on Facebook at Tony Tiggerman Nelson, on Instagram and Twitter, Tiggerman82. Or you can go follow my OnlyFans page too, at Tiggerman.
You know what I just realized? We forgot to do, what was that segment that you called it, Lyric? What was it, where we remember old news and shit?
Don't think we forgot.
Don't think we forgot. So while we're here, don't think we forgot Hillary Duff and Jason Walsh. Okay? So these niggas, well, not niggas, but these, well, I don't know what we're going to classify. We're going to classify them as fucktards today. So these fucktards, then do y'all remember back when they went to this Halloween party? It was Hillary Duff and it was Jason Walsh. And they had this controversial Halloween costume where she went as a pilgrim, and her boyfriend or the guy or Jason Walsh at the time went as freaking Indian.
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but she didn't go just as she went as a pilgrim, and then he was bloodied up and what?
You know what? See.
So, and white people do this shit all the time. they will take from people's cultures, they will dress up in them and completely undermine the reason behind it. And I just don't understand. I've never been one to understand why my culture, why my religion, why my beliefs have to be your Halloween costume. I've never understood the allure behind that. Like, why, when people are dressing as Beyonce for Halloween, white people, when they're dressing for Beyonce, or like Beyonce as Halloween, they can't just go like that. They got to put on some rendition of blackface. Why? Like, why does this happen? So, anyways.
People still do that too. Some people wear actual black face.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Cartoons that used to come on. And I seen this this girl, she was in Walmart, she was dressed as a mammy.
Oh God.
For Halloween. How is that appropriate?
That's not cool.
Wow.
That is not cool. That is not cool.
God be keeping me away from certain stuff like that because he knows that I don't know how to act. Because I can't. I don't know how I would handle seeing something like that in public.
Something like that, I'm gonna say something. I'm like, yo, what are you doing?
Pretty much.
What are you doing?
And that is Real Talk. But you know what? Up next on our final segment, Real Talk, we're discussing this week. Spare the rod, spoil the child, or I'm not whipping my kids. Which one? What is your take? Spare the rod, spoil the child, or I'm not whipping my kids. Up next on Real Talk. We'll be right back after this.
You say that all whites are racist. Can you expound on that, please?
Any white person who was born, raised, and schooled in the United States of America, if you aren't a racist, you're a miracle. Either that or you decided to educate yourself. Because education in this country is about white is right, brown's all right, black's got to stand back. Yellow's mellow, but whites, we educate in a way that says that white males have done all the adventures, have made all the adventures, have done all the discovering, have made everything that is good and has been accomplished according to social studies, which is actually anti-social studies, by white males. It's a lie. But we do that in order to maintain the myth of white superiority. The myth of race has to be maintained at all costs in this country. Because if white people have to give up the color of their skin as being something that makes them perfect, what do they have left? If we start teaching the truth about history, if we start teaching about Nile Valley contributions to civilization, it will totally change the way we conduct ourselves in the classroom. It will have to. Columbus didn't discover America. You can't discover a place where people are already living. But we celebrate that every October. It's a lie. We need to get over. We need to stop telling the myths and start telling the truth.
So when you tell people that they're racist, and it must have some kind of effect because most people will say, I'm not racist.
I'm not a racist. Why, some of my best friends are black. Right. Yeah, and then you say, name one. Or this one, I don't see color. And when some woman says to me, I don't see color, I say, I knew that if you saw color, you wouldn't dye your hair that way. Or I say, if you saw color, you wouldn't wear that shirt with those pants. I believe that you don't see color. It's an attempt to deny skin color. And it's an attempt to deny what's wrong with seeing the color of my skin. Is it all right for you to see me kind of pink? That's okay for me. I don't mind. And I suspect that you don't mind being seen the color you are. You have a right to be what you are. And until people in this country and people in this world get it into their heads that the first modern human beings that evolved on this earth were black women. They evolved in sub-Saharan Africa about 280,000 years ago, and every human being on the face of the earth today has the memory of those black women's genetic structure in their genes. Now, we don't want to admit that, but that's the way it is. And as people moved farther and farther from the equator, their bodies produced less and less melanin, so their hair, their skin, and their eyes got lighter. As they moved into the east, they ate a lot of fish and a lot of vegetables, so their skin took on a different tone. I found that out when I was raising little kids. My husband worked in a supermarket. He was the head of the produce department. And they had lots of oranges that they couldn't sell. So he'd bring them home, and I was feeding my kids orange juice like you never saw in your life. They began to have an orange cast to their skin. I thought they had a liver problem. So I took him to the doctor, and she said, what are you feeding these kids? I said, Well, lots of orange juice. She said stop it if you wanted to stop being orange. Now, if you think that skin color isn't anything other than the body's natural reaction to the natural environment, get over it.
So, if all white people are racist, according to you, can they be reprogrammed?
Of course they can. Of course they can. Of
How?
course they can be. It's called education. I'm an educator. The word educator comes from the root duck deuce, which means lead, the prefix e, which means out, the suffix ate, which means the act of, and the suffix or, which means one who does. An educator is one who is engaged in the act of leading people out of ignorance. Now, I know you can change them.
Keeping it 100. It's Real Talk. On WRTR, Real Talk Radio. We keep it real.
Definitely the aim is to keep it real on WRTR, Real Talk Radio. So, in our Real Talk segment this week, we are simply asking you, spare the rod, spoil the child, or I'm not whipping my kids. And for those of y'all that don't know what we mean when it comes to raising children, are you a parent or are you a person that, if you were a parent, would believe in spanking your children? Or do you believe in, other means of disciplinary measure that don't involve smacking your kids upside the head for fucking up? So, what do you think? Well, take a man.
Oh, I was going to say, I believe in, you can spank. I got spanked. I got spanked a couple of times when I was growing up, and look how I turned out, though.
Oh, look at how you turned out.
I ain't out there in the street acting crazy. None of that.
Not everybody can do that.
Enjoy spanking?
Huh? So, well, on certain occasions.
Ew.
On certain occasions.
Mm.
I mean, if you want to see me getting spanked, go to my
What? This is absurd.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Shout out to Kenny Sky off the internet. That said, Kenny Sky off. All right, so Kenny Sky off the internet says, shout out to him. He said, I only got beat if I blatantly observed or disobeyed direct instructions, which was very rare. Psychological punishment if some mistakes were made more than once, like go to your room, no electronics, cold cereal or turkey sandwich in my room, and temperature water for dinner.
What?
So that was his whole, rendition.
Temperature water for dinner.
Right.
You can't even get ice.
What?
Bitch, you are in trouble. No ice for you. No ice for you.
Oh, hell no.
Drink this room temperature water, bitch. And you better chew on these lead chips on the paint. No, I'm playing.
I'm not doing that. That's wild. You can't even get ice, my nigga.
I know, right? We got another comment from Ariel Price. Oh, shout out to West Virginia. West Virginia be coming through. I don't know why y'all be talking about it.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Whatever. She said that saying just means that you spare your children from discipline after something wrong is done. They learn nothing from you as a parent on how to be disciplined in their life. Therefore, that is akin to hating them or having no regard for them at all because you are not showing them the proper way to live a disciplined life. Discipline takes all form, not necessarily only in physical forms.
I agree with that.
So that's what she said. Ticket Man, I believe you had a comment also.
Yeah. Shout out to Mario Sessions from the internet. He says, well, you can't whip them like we were back in the day. Them fuckers will call the police on you.
Right.
So change the passcode to the Wi-Fi, Netflix, Hulu, and take the phone, computer, and iPad. Let them slit their own wrists.
Yep. Wow.
Wow. Damn. Y'all are hard this week. Good.
Not mad at it.
Makes no damn sense.
Not mad at it.
See, here's the thing.
Okay.
Some of these kids need
help.
Physical discipline.
Yeah, they do. No, seriously.
And weed.
You got these kids who is now like breaking into these cars. I mean, these kids.
Trigger.
These are kids doing this. It's not like teenagers, young adults. These are children who are doing these. That comes from a lack of parenting at home. Like you're not spending enough time with them to cultivate like what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. Like they're raising themselves.
Yeah, kids raising kids. It's basically kids raising
all
kids.
The time, like you're not here to be your child's friend. You're here to be their parent. You're here to teach them and help them to grow into the person that they are supposed to be. Exactly. Not just let them do whatever the fuck they want to do. We can't live our lives like that. Anywhere that you live, there's rules you have to abide by.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, you believe in?
And it starts at an early age, too.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that you should be beating the shit out of your kids for every little thing. But sometimes a pop here and there is needed.
So, when your kids were little, did you exercise that?
Yes, I did.
All right.
Yes, I did pop them. Do I pop them anymore? No, I do not.
Of course not.
Because it hurts them more. It hurts them more to take shit from them.
Not to mention the fact you got whole ass grown kids.
You know they can't exactly. Because you know they can't live without that.
Hurt. Oh, I can't get on Roblox. Oh, it's a problem.
Nope, it's a problem. Yep.
Yeah, they don't like that. They don't like that. So, and then each of your children are different, so you have to base your punishments according to your kid too. You got to know your kid. Like some kids will find some fun. You know what I'm saying? Punishment, sending them to their room ain't gonna do shit.
Right.
They just gonna find their own fun.
Yeah.
Like origami fucking animals and shit and be playing and have a good old fucking time in that room. You never know. Like
take all that stuff away from them.
Yeah, they creative. So you have to go
like
according to your kid too and what's appropriate. I don't feel like putting your kid in a room with room temperature water and cereal with no milk is
right.
But that's just me.
Fuck your Cinnamon Toast Crunch, bitch. I'm out.
Yeah.
Some shit is cruel.
Well, I mean, as a person that has not had children and does not want them, it always pains me to see someone else have to go through that. Like, I've never been one to believe in hitting children, only because I was that child that you could talk to and pretty much get a result from. First off, I'm not going to do anything until I'm ready to do it. That's me. That's anybody. Child, adult, whatever. They have to come around to wanting to do it themselves. So for me, it's a little bit more important for them to come to it on their own versus me force feeding it to them. And I feel like whippings, I feel like beatings, that's like a means to force something, especially for whatever it is. I don't know, whatever. I don't plan on having kids. I'm not going to.
I don't see that really as a meaning to force something. I mean, people were getting spanked. I mean, kids would, hell, when I got spanked, it's because I did stuff that I knew I was not supposed to do.
Right.
Well,
that was the only reason why I would have been disciplined. But it wasn't to force something on me or to force me to do something. I always disciplined because I did stuff that I knew I was supposed to do.
Okay.
After told not to do.
Yeah. Numerous times, like given chances. And then, you know.
And I mean,
them chances run out.
Whippings are not for everybody. Like, some of y'all fucktards would rather just beat your kids because you don't want to parent properly. And you don't know how to parent properly because you weren't parented properly.
Exactly. And see, that's what I was saying.
And half of these people out here, Tigger Man notwithstanding, but half of these people out here are going, oh, I got whooped and I'm just fine. Half of y'all are not fine. You need to talk to somebody.
But that goes according to, like, what you're beating your kids for.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Because there's a thin line between discipline and child abuse.
Exactly.
And it's easy for somebody to hop over that line. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, one thing that I did not do, I didn't believe in me being angry and popping my kids. Because when you're in that state, you can get excessive with it.
Right.
And I witnessed that several times. I've witnessed that happen.
And I don't know many parents that know how to toe that line, which is why I say no. I don't know. That's just for me. I mean, like I said, not gonna have kids. Don't want them
coming
anyway.
from West
So.
Virginia, so
Okay.
And then what are you beating your kid with? Are you popping them with your hand? Are you getting like belts and like switches? Like that matters too.
Beat Tigger Man with the dictionary so he learns words.
What?
That wraps it up.
I can't.
Wraps
See,
it
you know
up.
what? I'm gonna leave it alone.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna leave it alone. Fly swatter.
Alright, so that wraps it up for this week's show. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at WRTR Radio. Shout out to Lyric's son Jakeem. Happy birthday.
Yay!
Happy birthday!
20. Oh my god.
I know. I was thinking about all the shit I was doing when I was in my 20s and stuff. I remember on my 21st birthday, my mom threw me, well, she didn't throw me a party, but my mom didn't let me go out to drink. So me and my best friend sat in my bedroom after I was allowed to go buy my own bottle legally. I said buy my own legally. There you go.
What did I do? I can't even remember what I did for my 21st birthday.
I can't even know.
Must have been a good birthday then.
No, that's the best.
I can't remember what I did.
What you do?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. That's what makes me think it was good.
God. Alright. Well, we know the show came a little early this week, but that just means Tuesday. Don't look for us. You see us now, don't look for us Tuesday. But we will holler at y'all next week. Any parting words, ninjas?
Do unto others as others do unto you.
Take it, man.
Be good. Be good.
Okay. And my final words
Be good.
And my final words are Jess Shut Yer Azz.
WRTR Real Talk Radio.